Hello and welcome to the Connect Show. My name is Jon Taylor. I'm really happy to be here, Kim.
I'm so happy to have you next to me today.
I know this is great to be up here and be with you and hang out for a little bit. And we have some great guests.
You're so missed on the show. It's so happy to have Jon Taylor right back. Happy. So my name is Jon Taylor, and I am the owner of MKE Video. And we're here in Studio A5, where we have this beautiful space. It's normally sunny, but today we have a nice dark background to make us pop a little bit. We look great.
Little bit of shine. And today we're going to talk about marketing and mergers and acquisitions. Two things that are very near and dear to my heart.
I love it.
And to my right, I have the one, the only, my Sharona, Kim Knock.
Do I get a song with that?
Oh, absolutely. My Sharona.
Thank you. Hi, everybody. My name is Kim Knock. I'm so happy to have Jon Taylor next to me. Like you said, I'm Kim. I have a business, Opportunities Knocking. We do digital marketing, social media management, some event stuff, all kinds of craziness. Today, we are super happy to have guest Danny. I didn't even ask him how to say this last name. We're going to say Schley, super close, and Jessica Dragon. We are looking forward to all of our conversations today.
I think today might be the winner of the two coolest names of guests.
You think so?
They're pretty cool. Yeah. Dragon and Schley.
We got to Schley a dragon.
Schley dragon.
Sorry, guys. We went there.
Love it. All right. We love to start our show by thanking our fantastic partners and the Connect Show every Tuesday at 10 a.m. And one of our partners is Canva. And Canva is an online visual and communication platform with a mission to empower everyone in the world to design anything and publish anywhere. Universal.
Love Canva.
Do you rock the Canva?
I rock Canva every single day, probably.
Boom.
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 Boom. Canva's integrating AI into it, like something crazy. It's done.
You can just pretty much just click a button and say, hey, give me one of these and one of those and a side of fries.
And you could get super far even with the free version. I do pay the little $10 or $12 a month or whatever it is because I want all the power.
The power of the universe for $12 a month.
Exactly.
There you go.
We also have to thank our hosting sponsor, Expansive Workspace, where we broadcast live every Tuesday, 10 a.m. out of Studio A5, MKE Video's beautiful studio. Love it. Expansive's a great place to work. Look at the view. Look at this space Jon has in here. We're in the Wauwatosa location. There is a location downtown Milwaukee, Madison, and 42 locations across the country. Visit expansive.com to become part of the community.
Yeah, and Expansive is great because if you work here, you can go down to Miami and kick it for a minute. It's Expansive, so if you're on vacation or just doing a family trip, you can have a little place that you can do some stuff, do some business of doing business.
I've visited a few of those locations, and they're pretty cool. I've seen Indianapolis. I've seen Cincinnati. They're very cool.
You've been on the Expansive World Tour.
I have been, and I'm going to continue at Minneapolis. Yep.
Rock on.
Yeah.
Rock on.
Awesome.
All right. We're thankful to have you come watch the Connect Show, and we think connecting is a key to building small businesses. So if you would like to be a friend of the show or you have a topic for the show, email us at ideas@theconnectshow.com and take it away.
All right. We have to thank our guests last week, Claire Van Zyl and AJ Sue. We had some great conversations. We talked about coaching, and we had a little international flair going on. We had some South Africa, I believe, was where she was from, and then power outage, fun conversations, all kinds of, we went all over the place.
Talking about knickers.
Knickers, that's right.
Yes.
That's right.
Yeah.
We had great energy. It was really fun. And we were really glad after all the connection issues, glad Claire was able to actually join us. So this is where Mitch comes in usually, and he hypes all of our guests up. But Mitch decided to go find himself a beautiful full-time job. Yeah. So congrats, Mitch. We'll miss you, and we'll figure it out and see him soon. I'm sure he's going to pop in when he can.
Oh, yeah, yeah. And remember, the show is interactive. So if you'd like to comment in the chat, we can bring them up on the screen. and join in the conversation. Ask our guests information that you'd like to know. There's a great opportunity to get some business insight to help grow your business, and connect with new people and add to your network.
We are all volunteers here at the Connect Show. So if you like the show, you want to be a part of the team, you want to get involved, email us, again, ideas@theconnectshow.com. We have to thank everyone involved. We have makeup that comes in every day to consult, and we have a great team behind the scenes. So Jon can join us today. All the crazy stuff Tracy and Jon do, and we all do behind the scenes. So it's fun to be together.
So speaking of collaboration, not competition.
That might be my favorite hashtag.
Kim's hashtag, and I think we have it. Let's put that up here. There we go. Boom.
Boom.
Look at
Jon
that.
knows what's up.
Yep. So that, Kim, I think you're the originator, the original of collaboration, not competition. Not that there's a competition.
Probably not, but I push it hard as hell. So,
right? So collaborate with people you can learn from is the quote of the day, and that is by, is it Pharrell?
I think it's Pharrell.
I think it's Pharrell, right? He's a record producer, singer, songwriter, and fashion designer who's kind of been not on the surface of the scene lately.
A little low key.
Yeah, a little low key.
That's all right.
Yeah. So you ready to get this party started?
Now I am.
All right. Took a minute. So,
I did that on purpose. You got to have a slow pause sometimes.
Yeah. We need pace. It's better for editing because if you talk over yourself, there's no space to put, cut out the unimportant things, like I just said right there. Okay. So let's get this party started with the question of the day. How do you set yourself apart in the crowded landscape of small businesses that seem to do similar things?
Well, boom. Here we go. It's still on the screen.
There you go.
Collaboration, not competition.
Find a way
to work with those that are in the same market as you, similar markets. We're gonna talk about marketing. I do marketing, but I don't do all the marketing. I might dip my toe in something or have a great connection to say, you know what, that's not my expertise. I'm not going to take over that space. That's your expertise. I'd rather send a client your way, have a client be happy. And then they may say, you know what, I find that you're better at this. And then you end up collaborating and making a lovely team together. So that's how I do it.
That's a great insight. I was talking with Charlene yesterday, and we have our other show, Mind, Body, Abundance.
Yep.
And when we were talking about that, there's another business that is in the same space of what we're doing, but they're doing something different. They're at a different price point.
Yeah.
They're in person. They do things in groups. So it's a completely different experience. And so when I said, we just have to have a conversation to figure out how the two of us can exist together in our own spaces and not be competitive, but be collaborative, so that we can both grow together faster. And Charlene said, well, if we reach out to these people and they feel that it's competitive or any of that energy, they're not the right people to be around. So just find those people who can be collaborative. And I thought that was great insight from Charlene yesterday.
I think that's great. And that I push that a lot with networking. I don't prefer the networking groups that it's one social media person, one realtor, I do not prefer those. And I run 2 different networking groups, and I like to bring in as many as possible. No, we don't just allow one Mary Kay. No, and some of their companies may only allow that they attend an event that there is not another realtor or there's not another financial planner or whatever. But I've found a lot with my women's networking group that these multiple coaches are finding ways to team together and build something really big, which I love. And if they were a part of one of those other networking groups, they may not have found that opportunity to connect and build something totally unique. So.
And I think a lot of the people that we meet in our space, they want to build their own brand. They want to build their own world and their own company. So if we are in a competitive state or want to bring people in as you work for me or as you're my employee, it doesn't always work. But if you can find a way to say, hey, how can we work together so that we can both achieve the goals that we're looking to achieve?
Absolutely. And you can't be the best at every single thing. you want to be, but helping people get out of that mindset of I'm going to be the best at any kind of marketing period whatsoever. Is it really reasonable? Probably not.
Yeah.
So do we have any comments to go up on the screen? I think we're pretty quiet so far.
Yeah. So we do have a commercial from one of our other sponsors, and I was reaching for that water before the commercial. I could just wait like 13 seconds.
It's fine.
Damn it.
You're thirsty. It's fine. It's fair.
I'm a little rusty, shaking it off. It's fine. But if we play that Dinby commercial, I can reach for my water and we can bring Danny up.
All right. Sounds great.
Are you a solopreneur, freelancer, startup business, or any business that indeed tracks time and needs to invoice for their services? I know I just said tracking time, but don't worry. Let me introduce you to Dinby Ascent, Milwaukee's very own time and billing platform designed with you in mind. We're offering Dinby Ascent to our Milwaukee community for the low price of $0. And we're doing this because we truly believe in empowering our local community and fellow startups, and because we know that time tracking can make your business more successful and more profitable. Spreadsheets can only do so much. But through automation, your data can tell you a story and help you lead to better business decisions. Dinby Ascent makes time tracking a breeze through visualizing project budget and available hours. So come experience the Dinby difference today. Scan the QR code or email me for a personal one-on-one. Are you a solopreneur?
So I think you cut there we go. We're back.
Great.
This is great.
I love it.
I'm digging the rain.
I kind of am. We need it.
Yeah.
My flowers are mad because I'm not so good at taking care of them.
Yeah, it's been pretty dry.
Yeah.
Tulsa.
Yeah. It smells like Florida out right now. I don't know that for sure, but I bet you if we went outside it would. Danny, you're a seasoned sales and account manager focused on results.
That's right.
GSD.
Oh, I love it.
Yes. His clients consistently praise Danny for his responsive customer service and internet marketing acumen. Acumen, by the way, is one of my favorite Chicago industrial bands from way back in the day.
There
you go.
Here's that one, John.
In other words, Danny is exactly the kind of account manager you'd want on your marketing team. As a founding member of Brew City Marketing, Danny's passion and ideas have helped shape BCM into the businesses today, and a great place to work and a great company with whom to do business.
Danny has more than 15 years of experience in sales and account management, including 10 years at Northwestern Mutual and Scott Trade. Away from work, Danny enjoys hanging out with his son, playing basketball, running, and constantly increasing his knowledge for industry. Love that.
Welcome to the show. And we have to start it off with the audience question.
Favorite way to do it.
Yes. What is the audience question? I've already forgotten.
Well, maybe if team head on back to that, because I kind of forgot too.
Isn't that interesting?
We just had a 5-minute conversation.
Yes, about the question of the day. What was that, Cass? There we go. Yeah, how do you set yourself apart in a landscape of small businesses that seem to do similar things?
Great question. And thanks again for having me, John. Kim, it's great to be here. I would say in a crowded workspace, in speaking of collabing with other companies and really just finding out what they're doing, different strategies in digital marketing, website design. I think it's important to just really try to stay ahead in a crowded workspace so we can do more, come up with more creative solutions for our clients. Focus on the website. Is it set up to convert folks who visit it into clients? So we're always trying to stay ahead with different ideas, content writing, content development, case studies. We're always looking for valuable content, such as video, what we're doing now, to put on their website, because I believe it goes a long way in doing similar things like sharing our expertise, and hopefully getting more business for our clients and doing more for many years to come for them.
Very cool. You manage a lot of accounts. What do you tell people when they ask, do I really need internet marketing? Oh God, I hear this all the time.
Yeah, we hear it. Not so much, nowadays, but we still do hear it. And believe it or not, there are still companies out there without websites.
Yes.
And they're hard to convince. They're set in their ways, but we, showing them the data, the fact that 80% of people go to Google when they're looking for a business product or service, the evidence is clear. So to answer your question, I would say an absolute yes.
Mm-hmm.
And it all starts with a conversation, finding out from a business owner what their problems are. And then that's where we kind of step in to see where we can fill in the holes for them. Mm-hmm. But the answer is yes.
One thing I tell a lot of potential clients, I don't need a website, or I use Facebook.
Okay.
And then I tell everybody, do you remember when Facebook went down? I deal with a lot of restaurants. Okay, how did your clientele find your menu if you only used Facebook? You don't own anything on Facebook. You own your website, you own your emails. That's it. Right. So if you're not using those tools for marketing, social media is great. And yeah, it's going to get you seen. But when it crashes, what do you do for your business? How do people know your hours? How do people know all of that stuff if you don't have your Google website and emails up to date?
Yeah, absolutely. With social media, the platform's consistently changing. So if an algorithm update goes into effect to where not only the people who follow your page are seeing your page in the post frequency, they might not even be seeing your posts. So we really don't know how many people are finding you based on what you're publishing. They may want you to focus more on doing ads. There's a lot of things going on to where Facebook's your only place that you're at may not be the best.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So how much of your marketing budget should you spend online? I put aside a certain percentage of everything I bring in just for marketing. Should I spend it all on online or save a little for print ads, or where does that balance come in?
Yeah, another good question. So typically what I tell clients, there really is no number initially coming into a conversation. We first need to identify via what's called Google Analytics. There's code on the back of a website that allows us to take a look in and can pretty much identify where the traffic's coming from. Is it coming from a billboard? Is it coming from brochures, handouts, business cards, even, if people are typing in your domain directly, we can find based on that data where folks are coming from and then come up with the right formula to figure out where we can step in to help clients with either Google Ads, search engine optimization. How do we get more traffic to their site? So it's hard to say initially, but after looking at the data, then we can come up with strategies and recommend some solutions to get things rocking and rolling for them.
Right.
How do you know if it's working?
It's the same thing. Through Google Analytics, through constant communication with their clients, it's important that we stay in front of them. So we typically have calls at least once every 2 weeks, monthly, just to find out how things are going, review the data. Speak with the business owner, see how things are going. Through the analytics, and there's even a Google Analytic update called GA4 coming out. You talk about that some other time. So there's some new things going, but the beauty about internet marketing, it's completely trackable.
Yes.
We know where people are coming, so it's super important. But yeah.
So if someone's contacting Bruce City Marketing, what is your specialties? What are your niches of what you really do well?
What we do well, I would say it's web design, search engine optimization. The abbreviation for that's SEO, so you'll see that term commonly throughout looking around online for different internet marketing solutions. But it's web design, SEO, and Google advertising, Google Ads.
So those are your big three. Big three. That's great to know. And a lot of people don't understand how important SEO really is. And the short end of that is what?
It's super important. As a company, Bruce City Marketing, if you Google terms like web design Milwaukee, SEO in Milwaukee, you'll find us coming up front organically. And we drive, I would say, overwhelmingly, the amount of leads we come in organic. They're not paid. So it shows, hey, if we come up for keywords, web design Milwaukee, that's a big one, probably one of the bigger ones that folks are searching for. Even folks in other counties, smaller communities, they're going to Milwaukee. So it's important for us to come up there. And then we do supplement with Google Ads. We always want to be, at the top for our keywords. Even when a client's searching our name, Brew City Marketing, we want to make sure that a competitor's not bidding on our name and coming up before us.
Absolutely.
So yeah, we can do that. Google Ads, SEO, dominate the page for our keywords for when people are looking for us. And then on top of that, have a lot of Google reviews.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Sounds like great information. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. Do you have an offer or anything you'd like to share with our audience today?
We do have a tool on our website that can give a free in-depth look at any website out there. We just need your name, phone number, email, and a web link. And John, probably have the link in the description. You go there, click it, you'll get an instant report showing how your website ranks, estimated amount of traffic, social media presence. Do we even have the right tracking tags on our website? It will pick up a lot of good information, and it's totally free. And once you submit it, I'll try to follow up and go through it. But there is a description on what everything means. We try to eliminate the technical. When we're talking about SEO, we're using terms that our clients, unless you've been doing this, may not completely understand. So we try to break it down to where it makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense for anybody reading it. So what the numbers and the things that the report does show, they can understand. And then we can have a good conversation and hopefully step in and help them.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing. Well, if you'd like to connect with Danny or Brew City Marketing, we have a page on our website for you, and that'll help everybody get right to that tool you're talking about.
Yep.
And it's connectshow.com/Danny, SCHLEI. Thank you so much for Shalai. Thank you so much for joining us today. I appreciate it.
Thanks, John.
All right. Thank you.
Great.
Thank you.
Switch it up.
Excellent. Welcome to the show, Jessica. Again, Jessica is a veteran of the United States Army who, after her service, stumbled into the world of business ownership in 2004. She now uses her expertise to help others in various stages of their entrepreneurial journey. That's a fun word, entrepreneurial journey.
Say it 5 times fast.
Right? As a consultant, Jessica provides due diligence services to companies and specializes in business transitions for those who are retiring, going through a life change such as passing, divorce, or illness, or simply looking for a change.
Jessica is has a no-nonsense attitude, and a unique ability to thrive in unexpected situations, adapting quickly and making the most of whatever opportunities come her way. She values strong relationships and is always looking for ways to build and maintain connections with her clients and business partners. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, thank you. So we're going to start right back off with you referring to our audience question. How do you set yourself apart in a busy workspace with similar business?
I think that my diverse background, it's a little bit crazy and all over the place, sets me apart. But in addition, I'm a very, very fast learner.
That is always good. The faster you can learn, the more you can get done, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then the more you think you could do every single thing.
There you go.
But the question is, do you want to do every single thing?
No.
Mm-hmm. So your experience in mergers and acquisitions has given you access to valuable network of investors and collaboration opportunities. Can you share an example where you leverage these connections to create a successful partnership or investment opportunity for one of your clients?
Yes, absolutely. I was given a pitch deck not too long ago for something that was really neat, but I had absolutely no experience in it. And I threw it out to my investors, and there was one sole person out of everybody who was working on a very similar project. And he was able to go in there and show them how to cut costs and to just basically position it in a way that I would never be able to.
Amazing. As a consultant that specializes in business transitions, you're going to encounter clients who might be going through major life changes or challenging circumstances. How do you approach building trust and establishing a strong rapport with your clients during those sensitive times?
I think the most important thing is to absolutely listen and find out what is happening and what the needs are. And it's really funny because after I listen to anybody that I'm talking to, and then they might ask me what I should do about it. And I'll say, well, this is important to you, and these are the things that you need to have happen. They say, oh, you got the big picture. And all I did was listen, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I heard something on the radio today. It was really funny. And it was it was things that people said that they're really good at, but they're not. And one of them was listening. People say they're really good listeners. Driving. So that just kind of that kind of took it back to me when you said that, though, because it was like some people say they're a good listener, but they really aren't if they're not making that same connection that you are.
And I think that it's really natural for me to listen and see what the whole picture is. And so I take for granted that other people are not listening. So when someone says to me, oh, yeah, that's right, you totally got it. It's like, it's very gratifying for me.
Yeah, I think listening is a skill that we could all do better. I know for me, it's something that I always try to improve on. One thing I found is that when you have something like maybe you're told you didn't do something well when you were young, like you don't organize things well, or you don't clean well, or something like that, then you overcompensate and you actually become really, really good at it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you may think, oh, I'm not good at this because you were told that when you were younger, but you actually have overcome it. And so you're good at it. And then, like you said, the things that you think that you're really good at.
And you're not.
Yeah. People say,
No,
maybe not.
Probably not.
Right?
Probably not.
Yeah.
Sometimes I think that I'm a really good listener, and then sometimes I'm like, no, it actually really depends on where I'm at in my stages too, because I can really drive a focus on helping someone else, but if I'm not in the right place, I'm not going to be good at it.
Oh, I'll be there too, where I feel like I'm on another planet.
Yeah.
Like I can't even absorb this right now. We're going to have to revisit this later.
Yeah. That's a good way to look at it.
I feel like that most of the time.
Do you really?
Yes. So thank you for being on the show today. Do you have any special offers or anything for our audience and upcoming event?
Well, right now we are looking for businesses in the trades for purchase. So if you really hate your business or you're really ready to retire, you should really let me know. We're looking for remodeling, home interior, painting, concrete, you name it in the trades. So please let me know. The other thing is I acquired Milwaukee commercial residential real estate investors, and we're having a meeting on Monday at 11 a.m. So why don't you come in? There's no agenda. We want to get to know each other so we can build good connections.
Hey.
So if someone's looking for you to work with you, what is your specialty? Where is your you're talking about acquiring businesses, correct, that are looking to kind of get out of it? Is that where you fall into play, and you're going to look to take their business and bring it into yours?
Yeah, so what happens is you contact me and we'll explore with you where you're at. Some people just need some consultation to figure out what they don't see in the business. I offer a fresh set of eyes so I can show you. I have a client right now who I had expressed that one of his partners just wants to get somebody to work. And he was like, you know what, you're right. And within minutes, he had a potential job on the line for his partner. So, you just need somebody to sit there and listen, acknowledge what's going on in the business, And then there's a potential that somebody can actually buy the business off of you, and I'm looking to do that. But in addition, if you don't want to leave the business and maybe you just want to have a certain role, like you just want to stay on, do the sales and that's it, not want to handle the business, you should go ahead and contact me.
Sounds great.
I'm glad we have a definition of mergers and acquisitions, because I had to look it up, because I always think in movies, they're like, what do you do? Mergers and acquisitions. And it's kind of like one of those like movie titles.
Right.
And now we know it's actually a real thing.
It's a real thing.
It's not just in Hollywood, so this is fantastic.
It's not just in Pretty Woman.
Yeah. Is that what it was?
I think that's what I'm thinking of, right?
I went for Trading Places, and they do commodities. And then when they said commodities, I'm like, oh yeah, they did the pork belly orange juice thing. So.
I think it was Pretty Woman. Am I right?
Was it?
No.
I don't remember.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right.
We should have worked on this beforehand instead of like typing this up right now. All right.
So we have a page on our website that we will have up on the screen in just a moment, so that if you want to connect with Jessica, have her come take a look at your business. It's aconnectshow.com/Jessica Reddy. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Hey, thank you guys. I always love being here.
Oh, we love having you.
Now we have to hang out for a minute.
Yeah. Ready to hang out with us? You get to end the show with us.
Absolutely.
So on, I don't know if you're busy next 2 weeks, June 20th. We have a company picnic happening right here at Expansive, and we are going to have some giant Jenga. What else are we having, Jon? Talk about the picnic. You've been quiet today.
Have I?
Yeah.
Oh.
Throwing you out on the spot just like that. That's how I'm doing it.
Thank you. I'll just have an awkward silence as I stare at the camera. No, okay. So the picnic is on June 20th. It's going to be fantastic. We're going to have, there's always lots of people here. Yeah. We have it down in the courtyard. Lots of food. We have a couple of the local businesses that are going to be providing food. We're going to smoke some butt.
Smoke some butt.
Like the butt. And I think Tracy's going to be bringing some ice balls.
Is she still going to bring the ice balls?
Yep.
She's smiling. She's in the background today. We miss you, Tracy, by the way.
Yep. Pork butts and ice balls.
Pork butts and ice balls. So
there we go.
That's what we have going on next week. She's laughing. Oh, she's on the screen. Hey,
but
Tracy.
Her mic.
Hello.
There we go. Now we can unmute her.
Oh, there we go.
We can hear her very faintly.
I just don't know. I don't know how I'm going to keep those ice balls frozen, though.
In a freezer.
Do we have a lot of freezers?
I don't know, but maybe we could ask a restaurant locally to say, hey, can we use your giant walk-in freezer?
Yes. Yeah.
There you go. We're expecting ice balls, Tracy.
Yeah.
I'm bringing them. I'm getting pretty good at them. All sorts of different flavors.
So, do you wrap them in wax so that they don't stick together?
No, they are just
right,
ice with fruit in them.
What? Okay. All right.
Oh boy, Jon just took it too far.
Oh, hey, I don't know.
We made them red.
I haven't even heard of that before.
Hey, I'm just thinking ahead, trying to make your ice balls better.
I appreciate the help.
You guys are just get out of this. I don't even know. All right. This is why I stay quiet.
It's all these women, Jon. It's all these women.
We have the team laughing and everything. It's
all
great.
right. So volunteers, thank you so much for helping us out today. And thanks to everyone for coming on today. Recap of the show, Kim.
Oh, well, it was great to learn a little bit about mergers, acquisitions. I know a lot of contractors, so there's definitely a connection there. And I always love talking to other marketers because I like to hear what they're doing and where their space is, and of course how we collaborate together, because I can't do it all. I really try, but I absolutely can't. So it was a great show.
Collaboration, not competition. Let's do it one more time.
Collaboration.
Bring us out. Join us next week for our new show with Luis Perez and Cassandra Wind. That's going to be a pretty cool show.
I think so, too.
I think she's going to stick a needle in my eye or in my ear. I'm not sure. She's acupuncture. We'll talk about it.
She's amazing. I see her.
Yeah.
She's wonderful.
I got to learn about, I'm going to learn all about acupuncture. It scares me, but I think, you know what, just go for it. If my 90-some-year-old neighbor goes and does it once a week, why can't I? you know? So thank you everyone for joining us on the show. Help our community grow by reaching out, inviting one person who you feel will benefit from being part of our journey. Like, subscribe if you are on social. We're live every week on Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. This little act goes a long way. If you like something you saw, please comment, even if you're watching the replay. We'll see you soon.
See ya.
Bye.
Oh.